Hey, everybody, listen, happy Sunday. We're coming here for a quick chat. And when I say quick, I mean quick. This is going to be an express train ride because I got to take the kid back to school later on. So it is an express train ride, okay? We're going to get into it real quick. Happy Sunday, everybody. And I believe tonight the Real Housewives of Potomac is on. So we got things to do, okay? We will be recapping the Real Housewives of Potomac over here, and I believe today's the 5th. And today is the day where that is coming back on our TV screens. I believe so. But listen, everybody, let's get into it. I'm glad y'all stopping by to hang out with me today, okay? This is titled, this trending topics. You're appreciated. Are you really appreciated? We're going to find out. We're going to chat about it. First, we got to talk about Miss Lauryn Hill telling the fans that they lucky she get on this stage. Stop complaining about her being 2 hours late. Now, I'm going to need somebody to find Miss Lauryn Hill, do a wellness check because she has obviously lost her natural mind. I paid for this ticket. This was not a free concert. You come in not 15 minutes, not 20 minutes. Hey, 60 minutes. No, you come in 2 hours late and you going to tell me I'm lucky? You have lost your mind. And we're going to get into it. Do you know BravoCon happened this week and I missed out? Oh, yeah. I missed out because by the time I went to get a ticket, they were sold out. But a lot of people was in the building. And so somebody asked Andy Cohen, what about Nene? And he kept it clean. He kept it smooth. But y'all going to tell me, is the door open or is the door still closed? Now, see, you also got to watch what you wish for. Because he told the fan, he said, listen, years ago, she told me to keep her name out my mouth, and I'm trying to respect that. See, be careful what you wish for, people. Be careful what you wish for. And then we got Nipsey Hussle. You know, it was so sad when he was unalived and no longer with us, but he had an estate. He had an estate that had to be settled. He only got 2 kids, 2 children, and the money has been split between the 2 children. And his oldest daughter, the family, I don't know what words to use, but the daughter is not with the mom. The daughter is with his family because they said the mom ain't fit to take care of her daughter. All I can say is, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's a lot. So the daughter is being raised by his family, and the mother's not involved. It's a lot. Or she's, I don't know. It's a lot. But we're going to talk about it. But like I said, this is titled, You're Appreciated. Now, listen, I got some people on the platform. And listen, if you always wanted to come up and join us and chat with us, today's your day, honey. Today's your day because we got some slots open on the platform, okay? And remember, this is going to be express. Now, let me go ahead and board this train. And y'all know what I need when I ask you if I'm ready to board the train. What do I need in that chat? I need a what? I need a choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. It is Sunday evening trending topics, and it's titled, You're Appreciated. And I hope all of y'all know out there that are in my chat, I appreciate y'all, okay? Y'all see, for the most part, I really do try to come on time. If I say I'm starting the show at 8 o'clock, I'm starting the show. I ain't doing no Lauryn Hill up in here. No, I ain't coming to y'all 2 hours later. Okay, I appreciate y'all. Y'all better believe that. And listen, a few of my members, y'all did send me emails with trying to guess the number for the to get Miss Wanda Spice. No one has guessed it yet. And Diva didn't pick the number. That's why I'll be fair. E sent me the number and nobody guessed it yet. So keep guessing, people, because so far no one won the spice. Okay, come on, Brandon. Thank you so much. Don't cheat the Diva. Now listen, people, I'm going to go ahead and board this train so we can get into it. Hold on now because the people is backstage waiting. Hey, Felicia.
All right. Hey, choo-choo.
Come on now. Hey, E.
Choo-choo.
I love it. Hey, in my opinion.
Hey, Diva. Choo choo.
Come on now. Hey, Julius.
Choo choo. Hey
I
y'all.
love
Now
it.
listen, y'all better hit the strike. Y'all better hit the like button, or else we going on strike. We gonna pick it.
Pick it, hon. You better give me my sign, okay? They cheating me.
Listen, likes for the train. That's gonna be the slogan.
Okay, likes for the train. Thank you, Julius. Hey, Misbehaving.
Hey, Diva. Hey, everybody.
Hey, nice to see you. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and get right into this because I think Lauryn Hill has officially lost her mind. Okay. The miseducation of Lauryn Hill was one of my faves when it first came out, way back when. And I love Lauryn Hill. But ever since then, I think something just not right in her head. I don't know if the baby daddy did it to her. I don't know if she just fell off the train track. I don't know what happened, but let's go ahead and get right into this story so we can talk about Miss Lauryn Hill. Okay. Okay, she defends her tardiness. Oh, okay. Wait, is that the one I want to show? Let me see. Mm-hmm. Here we go. My screen being a little slow today, but it's okay. So Lauryn Hill defends her tardiness at live shows in an impassioned speech in LA. First of all, she messy, but let's go ahead and listen to this. Hold on one second.
Late. She's way too late. Yo, y'all lucky I make it on this blood rise stage every night. Okay. I don't do it because they let me do it. I do it because I stand here in the name of God and I do it. Okay. God is the one who allows me to do it. Who surrounded me with family and community. When the album sold so many records and no one showed up and said, hey, would you like to make another one? So I went around the world and I played the same album over and over and over again. Because we're the survivors. And we're not just the survivors, we're the thrivers.
She said, be grateful, y'all. So Lauryn Hill has a tendency to run a little behind at her live shows on a rare occasion that she performs, that is. But she says this should be the least of fans' concerns, okay? She is currently on tour to celebrate the 25th anniversary of her iconic album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And she stopped off in LA Saturday night, where she seems to have been a little tardy for the set, something she addressed head on. Check it out. I showed y'all the video already. Lauryn says she's aware of people who complain about her being late to gigs, but fires back saying fans should count themselves lucky she even shows up. Lucky? This was not a free concert they paid. That isn't so much Lauryn Hill's lashing out as is getting what sounds like a major grievance off her chest, namely the fact that she only released one solo album, and based on what she's saying here, it appears that it might have not been her decision back in the day. Instead of bowing out of the music scene, which she kind of did for a long time, Lauryn says she embraced her one piece of great art, solo-wise of course, and continued to perform it over and over again. Noting that people love her album to this day. The crowd was definitely with her on this one, and she got her Fuji's crew backing her up on tour as well. In other words, appreciate what you can get out of her. Period. Whoa, whoa. Felicia, what are your thoughts? She said, never mind, I'm late. Be happy I'm on stage. Be happy I showed up. What are your thoughts?
I'm a little confused. I'm sorry. I don't understand. So her show is supposed to start a certain time. She showed up late.
She
was the audience booing her or something? What?
Well, no, people are paid. Some of the tickets are $1,200. She showed up 2 hours late when she came to Jersey, New Jersey packed. All right. And the people paid $1,200. So she said she's aware that the people are talking about her being late, but she said, I got something for you. Be happy I showed up.
It's kind of unfortunate, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat more on the disrespectful side. You have people who love you, love your music.
Mm-hmm.
They come to see you perform. You're delayed according to what time you said you were going to start.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come out and you're, again, I don't know what the actual wording would be, but when people start putting God out here and, looks like she has some tears rolling down her eyes, and then you slap everybody with, you should be, lucky I showed up. I mean, it's such a mixed message and so unprofessional.
Mm-hmm.
And, Lauryn Hill would be someone that I would love to have gone to see in concert. But now that I know that she tends to be late and she's unprofessional, I probably wouldn't be going. Yeah. Thank you, people.
Thank you, Felicia. So hold on one second, E. I'm coming to you, but give me a minute. Let me just add a little more to the situation here. This is when she was in Newark, New Jersey at the PAC, and the people was waiting for her. And listen, a lot of times people are saving up their good money when they buy tickets to go see their favorite artists.
You know that thing.
Yes, everything is everything.
When you're so excited, you're singing on your way into a concert.
Too good to be true.
How you gonna win when you ain't right within?
Some Lauryn Hill fans like Mona paying $1,200 for these floor passes.
Just puts me through so much emotion because I feel exactly, how she feels when she's expressing her feelings and stuff.
This tour celebrating 25 years since Hill's pioneering solo album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It was the first ever hip-hop album to receive an Album of the Year Grammy Award.
We grew up on this because of our mom, like always. Every weekend, Lauryn Hill blasted, okay? Ready or not, here I come.
Hill is performing the entire album on this tour. And the other members of the Fugees are joining her, making this a long-awaited reunion.
I literally love Wyclef Jean, love the rest of the Fugees, just am so excited in general.
The opening night of the concert tour held in Newark, a big deal for fans since Hill was born in East Orange and grew up in South Orange.
It's just nostalgia, and hopefully, the performance is going to be even, a little extra because of that.
All right. I just wanted to show you that piece. E, your thoughts?
Well, it's no doubt about it. Lauryn is a legend, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not many artists that can only release one album. And I looked it up. She only has one hit, and that's Doo-Wop That Thing. Mm-hmm. But I love X Factor and I love To Zion. Those are the two songs I like.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't have any new choreography. Those people are still packing out the seats. And I think that is when you know the true impact of how amazing that body of work is.
Mm-hmm.
But these people know what they're getting, because it's been said time and time again how Lauryn treats her fans. And in my opinion, it's a sign of disrespect. And it's arrogance, and it's almost violent. If you ask me, people prepared their outfits probably the night or week before and cut through traffic the day of, and they're up there standing there on their feet. And there's some older people there. Who knows what type of condition their feet are in, and in cheap heels. It's cold outside. Some of those people had on jackets and hoodies, and so I just feel like, no, we're not going to do this. Had it been me, I would have went to Ticketmaster and demanded a refund. And if not, I would have got on the phone with Chase or Wells Fargo, whoever, and reversed that thing so fast your head would spin. The only artist I'm waiting in line hours past the start time to see is Whitney Houston. And I got 70 more years to wait to see Nippy, because I'll get there when I get there. Lauryn, this ain't cute, girl.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. And it's not right. And then they told the people, try to tell the people, just be glad I'm showing up on this stage. Girl, bye. Are you serious right now? And I don't know if that was her mom on the stage with her. I know it was her daughters, but you got mom standing there with the foolery. So Lauryn Hill infuriated fans at a concert last night. This is when she was at the Pack, after she allegedly made them wait for over 2 hours to take to the stage, and the crowd could barely hear the music. On Tuesday, Hill, along with the Fuji bandmates Wyclef Jean and Prez Michael, performed at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The singer launched the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill 25th anniversary tour in September. The show was set to start at 7:30 p.m., but fans claim Hill didn't take the stage until nearly 10 p.m. Hill has had a reputation for years of showing up late to her performances. Despite her past, the fans who purchased tickets were sold as high as $1,200 was not pleased. One fan wrote, "What a huge disappointment tonight at the Lauryn Hill concert. Horrible sound, made to wait over 2 hours before the performance. On top of that, not being able to take our seats for an hour after the doors open." Another one posted, go ahead.
And that's true. We heard the horrible sound just from the snippet you played. Those aren't the vocals from the album.
Child, listen. Another posted a screenshot of a text from a friend who attended. The friend said it was trash. I ain't even gonna read anymore. Y'all get the point. It's a mess. A whole hot mess. Misbehaving, what are your thoughts?
Hey, Diva.
Hey.
Ooh. I'm gonna tell you what my thoughts are. It was that demonic good pickle. She ain't been right since her kid's father. And it'll do it to you. Have you busting windows, cutting tires. And in this, I'm not saying I've done that, but I've been on the edge before, so I understand. But at this point, I mean, Lauryn Hill has been late. It's been over 10 years. She is notorious for being late. So you purchase a ticket at your own risk with the understanding that she's not going to come on time. And as long as the fans continue to purchase her tickets, there will be no changed behavior. And a young gentleman in the audience, David, he said, Lauryn Hill isn't no Janet Jackson. You are correct, David. She's better than Janet Jackson. Lauryn writes, produces, sings, and raps, and acts. Baby, she's all in one. She was on her, I mean, she is a superstar. But once she got with Bob Marley's son, she hasn't been right since. At all. At all.
Well, you have spoken. The man, listen, I can't even talk, okay? Listen, Lauryn is tardy for the party. You better talk.
Okay.
Woo! Julius, she ain't been right since that man tapped into her. Julius, your thoughts?
Just because the song was named Everything is Everything,
okay,
that doesn't mean everything is everything. And everything was not ready or not, here I come.
Okay.
Not even Killing Me Softly. Not even, That Dang Do Wop. Or even Zion, for that matter. It was unprofessional.
Yeah.
And she had the utmost audacity to invoke God in her tangent.
Come on now.
God ain't have not a thing to do with nothing, Lauryn. Like, I love some of your music, but you ain't all that in a bag of chips. And I'm saying this as an example. When Mariah Carey came out with her show, there was one episode and the scene showed how she was 2 hours late because her team did not know of the time change. And you want to know what she said? She said, "My loves, I am sorry. Give me a quick minute to change and you will get the show that you paid for." And baby, she came out and did the thing. I don't care if her voice is raspy now, but the fact that she showed that on her show shows that she cares for her fans. I would not be paying $1,200 for a concert because that $1,200 can go to my bills. And I say this in my everyday life. I'd rather have all my bills paid and have very little money. But I could be content knowing my important essentials is paid. And I have a feeling folks have skipped out on paying their bills. Paying that $1,200.
Oh my goodness.
Just to wait almost 2.5 hours. I'm all set.
Ooh.
No, ma'am.
Not
No,
you did pay your rent because you went. Oh my
Come
goodness.
on now.
All right, and she was late. Like I would be reversing that payment. First, I would give Ticketmaster a minute to see if they're gonna correct the situation. Then, if not, I'm reversing my payment. There's no way.
I'm like Nene. The music ain't that great. I'll listen at it on the iPod.
Come on.
I'll listen to it just driving to my school to get my education in.
Yeah, you know what, Q? Folks did, but Beyonce and Taylor Swift show up.
Beyonce on time.
Yeah, they show up and they give a show. If I do buy the ticket, like give me a show, but don't be not giving me a show. And then you're gonna berate me and like Felicia said, slap me in the face, telling me I need to be grateful. Now you want to tell me how to feel? No, In my opinion, your thoughts?
If you're gonna be professional and do a show, okay, then be on time. Respect my time because I'm gonna respect yours. So respect my time.
That part. Come on now, respect the time, pay your bills.
Like
hey,
the song by like Auntie Maxine Waters said, "Reclaiming My Time."
That part. Emmanuel.
Hey, well, first of all, these concert tickets, the prices is ridiculous. All these artists charging like $1,000 tickets is crazy. But as far as the late thing, that's very rude and disrespectful to your audience. And what I didn't understand was after she said that, all those people were cheering for her, and I was like, like really? It didn't make no sense. And like, no shade, but what does Lauryn Hill have going on that she can't go on to stage on time?
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, and like I left in your video a comment. I don't care if you're Beyonce, Adele, you're not above, respecting people because they're the ones that are, wasting their time and money. They could be anywhere in the world, but they decided to come to see you. So it's just etiquette, and it's not just for like singers, like even us in our everyday lives. Don't be late.
Respectfully, I had to tell the doctor's office one time because they very strict. 15 minutes late, we can't take you. This doctor schedule going to be backed up. But how you have me sitting in this room with my gown on for like 30 minutes?
Girl, you lucky. I was at the OBGYN. Like you said, it's 15 minutes. Girl, I was sitting back there in an hour, just sitting there with my legs open, waiting for somebody to come in here. What's going on?
With that part. Then you get mad when I get all my clothes on and tell y'all what's up because my appointment was at this time. And if I'm running late, y'all ain't got no respect for me. Y'all tell me, no, I got to reschedule.
Reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming my time. Don't play with my time and I'm not going to play with yours.
I'll tell you how to fix that, Diva. What I do is I open up the door and I turn on my iPhone real loud. So something ratchet on television, and when they come and say, ma'am, I'm like, oh, you know what? I am so sorry. My appointment was at such and such time, and I didn't know, and I have to go. And honey, the doctor comes right on in.
Come on now. You better tell us how to reclaim our time because it ain't right. It ain't right. Hey, Savannah, welcome in the building.
Hey, Diva. I actually like that. I'm gonna have to use that in the future.
Mhm.
I'm joining the conversation late, but I do recall Lauryn Hill has had this reputation, as we all know. I actually went to see her at a concert in I want to say about 2013, 2014, at Jazz in the Gardens in South Miami. It's a huge jazz festival down there in Miami Gardens. Lauren was supposed to come on at 10. She didn't get there till almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And she didn't get to the stage. And the only reason I didn't leave was because the shuttle to take us to our vehicles would not come and pick us up. And that's the only reason we stayed. But Lauren, I would never, and I love Lauryn Hill. I believe she is one of those true, genuine artists who has that soul. Who can sing. Not she can't sing, but she can sing. And I just don't know why she turned her back on music. But I know she had a rough time in the music industry, and they did her wrong with her record company and things like that. But I just don't like how Lauren disrespects her fans and has this reputation of a 3-4 hour wait. And some fans are okay with it, but I will never go to another Lauryn Hill event or anyone I've gone to see Bruno Mars, Mary J. They've all been on time and given us a great show. Adele. I haven't seen Beyonce, but they are true professionals. Miss Lauryn Hill, for all the awards that she has and all the accolades, she should do better.
I agree with you. Do better. I'm good. Then you gonna tell us off? No, I'm good. I played on the radio or whatever, however I stream it down and listen to it. Yeah, just totally messy. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on. Because many people said, listen, let's let this go. The door is closed. Matter of fact, they said the door is bolted shut when it comes to Nene going back on Bravo. But you know, this BravoCon was this weekend, and Andy navigated the question pretty well from a fan that said, listen, what about Nene? And he said he got love for everybody. Okay. And they're doing some type of a partial reboot. And it led me to think, well, okay, is the door cracked? Maybe the door is cracked open. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. All right. So Andy gets real when asked about Nene Leakes at BravoCon. He said the future looks much brighter for Andy Cohen's acceptance into Roa OG, Nene Leakes returning to the beloved franchise. Okay. So shout out to Kim Pye because he got him some tickets. Okay. He was there. All right. So let's listen to what they got to say here.
And to a peach for her in the future.
Listen, I told you I'm a nostalgic guy. She and I came up together, and there's always room in my heart for, everybody.
What about the peach, though?
Who knows? I mean, she asked me a few years ago to keep her name out of my mouth, so I try to respect that.
That's fair. Thank you.
Oh, whoa. You see how you gotta be careful what you ask for? She did say that. She said, keep my name out your mouth. So he shut the thing down by saying, listen, she asked me to keep, her name out my mouth, and I'm trying to respect that. But I like the way he navigated the question. And, do you think the way that he navigated the question, there's room for Nene Leakes over there to come back when they revamp Real Housewives of Atlanta? You think there's a crack for her to maybe be a friend or for us to see a smidgen of her on the show? Felicia, what are your thoughts?
All right. Okay, everybody.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what this BS is about all the time. Look, I just heard a man say, I'm respecting what she asked me to do.
Right.
And that's to keep her name out of my mouth.
Okay.
So I guess somebody else would open the door for her at the Bravo. Somebody else would negotiate an agreement. Somebody else would be over her. Not him. That's what he said.
Okay.
He's honoring what he said he would do.
I hear that.
This
Okay.
is what is it, Julius? The foolery?
Oh, damn.
You know, it's unfortunate. I think it's because as a woman of color, it's okay to keep having everybody and anybody and so from the deli and this one from the supermarket. Can you take her back? Come on. Isn't there some grace and some honor and some dignity here?
Mm-hmm.
You know how I feel about this clear man. I wouldn't want to have a conversation with him about anything. And I certainly wouldn't want to be working for him. And she doesn't work there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
She has moved on. I wish the other folks would do so as well.
I hear you. And so does Q. Q says she fumbled the bag, y'all. Sometimes we have to acknowledge when we are the ones that F things up. She said, I'm just saying. I hear you, Felicia. I hear you.
And sometimes we need to know that it's not our place to be up there asking on behalf of someone else and irritating folks.
Okay.
So this woman comes up and asks him that, and he checks her, and it's also giving him an opportunity to check Miss Leakes, and I don't like it.
Okay. All right. I got you, Felicia. Thank you. E. Your thoughts?
So when getting what you ask for goes wrong, this is a classic example of that. And listen, Nene and Andy are Judies, so I believe they'll be just fine in the future if they can work it out. But I believe for sure Andy would definitely have Nene back at some point because I don't think he can resist having this Black woman sit on Watch What Happens Live and handing her his white ass to kiss, have her embarrass herself and make millions off of her while he breadcrumbs her back to where she thinks she is going to be. Because make no mistake about it, this is a lashing for running your mouth too much is what it is. But in Nene's mind, because we've seen on Nene's YouTube and she said on other people's channel, oh, I would love to work. I'll never say never. And, I would love to give the fans what they're looking for. So that translates to me that you think that you're going to go back to this big salary that you had before and you're going to save the franchise. Oh no, they'll bring you back, but you'll make the same thing Drew Sidora makes, okay? Because they're going to dangle that carrot in front of your nose and let you think you're about to get something and really you're about to get nothing. Now, although I believe Andy will have Nene back, I did clock the way he said, we came up together and this, that, and the third, but the whole time he said that, he was shaking his head no. I don't know if you all saw that, but his body language, he gave you positive things to say, but the whole time his face was shaking left to right. No, 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 and no. Now, Andy is not on my radar, but Nene is. Even if the network offered you a peach just because the fans requested it, Nene, if you ever did that, what a fool you would be. And I would watch, because how dare you rile up the Black community and rile up the people who don't rile up Black women and don't rile up your supporters and say, oh no, it's racism, it's discrimination. I wasn't treated fairly. They treated me so bad. They're on drugs and this, that, and the third. And then you say, okay, I'll go work with them again. I don't have a problem with that. I forgive. Don't play with our emotions that way. And like I used to always say when I came over here, you got to pick a struggle. You got to pick a side and you stay there. And so if Nene even considered this, you can bet your ass I will never recite another Nene line because she played in our face. And I don't like to be played with.
Well, boom. All right, now y'all serious today on this Sunday. I hear you, E, and I do agree with you. Don't get us all emotional, only for you to say, oh, wasn't that bad, and to go back. And I do think if she did go back, it would be a play in your face moment. Misbehaving, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are this. I've always believed what Nene said. It just was convenient for her to speak up when it affected her, but never spoke up before. That's number one. Secondly, Nene, she does all this. She doesn't articulate herself well. Like for example, when she did that interview with Bethany on Bethany's channel, and Bethany asked her, "What would you like? What do you want?" Nene couldn't just come out and say, "Well, I want to be paid, lost compensation, I lost money." She can never articulate exactly what it is that she wants. And just like Miss E said, I would lose all respect for her. But she wants to go back. She wants to blame it on the fans and say that it's the fans that would love to see her back and she would do it for us. Honey, I've seen your YouTube channel and it's trash.
Oh my God.
It
Woo.
is.
Okay.
It's horrible with that fake voice. We want the old Nene back, the original Nene before she started wearing. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anybody wearing blonde wigs and weaves, take them off. It's something about that blonde hair. It makes you lose your mind. We want the Nene before she started wearing that blonde wig. She was entertaining, so real you could relate to her. Once she started getting that popularity, she got to Hollywood, her voice changed, nose changed. I mean, how many times have we heard her mention how Kim Zolciak has gotten preferential treatment? Kim's daughter was in her house taking pictures of bugs and then saying that they were roaches. Nene would get mad, but then she would turn around and be a lapdog, running back and wanting to befriend her. I, that time has passed. Maybe they can do a new show. If they do have Nene back, maybe she can do it might be a guest appearance. But at this point, we need real wives or divorce wives, somebody with a career, and we actually need to see something. Because I've gotten to an age now, I can understand a little arguing here and there, but I need some originality. Show me somebody struggling to get their medication and pay a light bill. That's what we need to see. Somebody need to make a show like that. Where you didn't went and put your lights in your baby name or something that everyday people can relate to.
Well,
There
Nene is
is an
behind on the
audience
bills,
there.
though.
Say that again, Missy.
Nene is behind on the bills, though. We saw the people suing her for not paying off Greg's estate for that store that she had.
Exactly, but she needs to stop living beyond her means. People need to realize you're not making that same money. Georgia is not as expensive as California. She needs to downsize and quit. Look, I'm not too proud to beg, and I'm not too proud to let you know I'm on hard times. Look, you have to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. But I do agree, Miss E. If she were to go back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's not going to bring the ratings like they think it's going to bring. Because you can't be calling somebody racist one minute and then the next minute you're walking hand in hand with them and being buddy buddy and their best friend. That's all I gotta say.
Woo, well, honey, you said a lot. Yes, people, it's Sunday. It's Sunday, people, and the word is coming through today. Q said, and my question is, why does she need to be on there? Like most of the other women have businesses and other money-making ventures. I hear you, Q. I hear all of y'all. Julius, you're up. What do you think? Is the door cracked? Is it open? Or what? What's going on?
Okay, so us gays is known for throwing the shade. That was some calm shade. Like Miss Felicia said, the clear man. Well, we could thank the clear woman, Bethany Frankel. Because she'll do nothing. I'm sorry. She is a do nothing. She set this whole thing in motion. Now, Nene wasn't that vocal. Then she went, sat on with Bethany, and this whole kind of thing here. And this piece here, what's in my mind right now, this is what I'm going to end with. And this is what Candy said. Every time I had an issue with my production, I go to the people and we discuss it.
Mm-hmm.
She said that in a statement because they was trying to get her to join the lawsuit, and Candy's like, no. Because if I have a problem, I go directly and we're going to handle it at that time. And I do agree with Raheem. Calculated on the spot. Calculated, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But if Nene had all these issues, why did you not follow the example of your fellow sister and talk to production then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but see, even though like I like Nene, but she foolish at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have all these issues when she was getting all that money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now the OJs have a song for the love of money.
Mm-hmm.
Now that money's drying up a little bit, now she had all these issues. Miss me with the hypocrisy. I'm over it.
All right now, Julius, thank you. Raheem, I agree with you on this. He said Andy's response was calculated though. He threw the ball in her court because he knows she got two options: stay off the show and struggle, or rejoin the show and look like a clown. Oh my goodness, it's Sunday, y'all. In my opinion, what are your thoughts?
Be careful what you ask for,
Mm-hmm.
because when people, do what they do to you, then you can't do nothing but respect what they say. So she told him to keep her name out of her mouth, and he said that's what he doing. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what he doing. Savannah, your thoughts?
I think that chapter is done and closed. I don't see what her purpose would be to return to the show. Just a month ago, she just stated that in an interview that they were never truly friends, or he never really liked her, or whatever the purpose is. And even in BravoCon this weekend, they hinted of, there was a tweet of RHOA saying final goodbyes, dangling a carrot that there were major shakeups. So why bring Nene back and, rehash some of the past? It's not going to work with bringing Nene back and then a new cast. So Nene's story's done. She's, it's not like she's Susan Lucci or, one of the greats that could revive the show. I think Nene needs to move on, and with the right help and backing, I think she could have a great show on YouTube. I think Nene is someone we're interested in watching, but I just think she needs a support and just people in her corner that will lift her up. But coming back to our Roa or Bravo, working with Andy, that's not it. That's not for her.
Thank you, Savannah. Emmanuel, your thoughts?
Okay, so I was very excited when I saw this because the previous times that Andy has been asked about Nene, he says nothing. This is the first time that he actually engaged in the conversation and even said some positive things about Nene. Because here's the thing, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Oh.
A lot of people who were at BravoCon and who posted videos at BravoCon said that the Atlanta panel was dead. It was something like, it was sad to see there was no people there. People weren't interested. Kenya and Candy didn't get a booth. It was really boring. I think Nene is the only hope that they have to revive the show. Now, will some people say that her credibility will go out the window if she comes back, or will they say it's hypocritical? Well, I don't think it's hypocritical. I think that them hiring her back is their first step in trying to fix the issues that they caused. So I think that the ball is in Nene's court. I do think that if given the opportunity, she would jump in a heartbeat to join the cast. But these ladies better hope Nene joins so they can keep their job. Because if she doesn't, they're going to be out the window, all of them, and they're going to have a reboot. So I'm excited, and I hope Nene comes back.
Look at Julius.
Dustin, your thoughts? Thank you, Manuel.
I was like, what?
My thoughts are this, Diva.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Nene doesn't need to come back. I think we need a whole entire reboot.
Oh shoot. Okay.
I don't want to see Nene back on my TV screen. I had enough of it. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, Diva, and one thing only.
Yeah.
If Nene comes back, I will not be watching it. That's 110%. And Andy Cohen needs to see this video right now and right here. I will not be watching it. And shout out to the whole entire network. The whole entire network. That whole entire network needs to change. And let's see. I don't want to see her back. So we need a whole entire reboot, just like we did with New York.
Oh shoot. Whew. Well, that's well.
The real Dustin stand up.
Okay.
I love it.
He said it. Woo woo woo. You ain't lying.
Listen,
Woo, woo, woo.
Dustin,
He said if Nene comes back, he ain't watching. All right.
Dustin took the unfiltered mantle from me today.
Okay. Yeah, Dustin ain't playing these last couple of days. Okay. He said he ain't gonna watch. Point blank in the period.
He also said he don't want to see her on his screen no more.
He said anywhere. No, not The Price is Right. She can't go on Wheel 14. He don't want to see her nowhere.
Whoa. Woo, child. All right.
Let me say one more thing.
Yes.
YouTube can take her YouTube channel down too, because I ain't supporting her for that either.
Okay. We hear you, Dustin. All right.
She can go down for that too. I don't want to do nothing with her.
All right, y'all. Woo, child. All right, Nene. I'm not sure if the door's open, but you heard what the panel had to say. I'm gonna move on.
The door's
here,
closed.
right?
For me.
The door's closed. Not the door's closed. All right, y'all. Listen. The door's closed.
Somebody stole Dustin dog.
All right, guys. All right, let's continue on. Okay, Nipsey Hussle. So, right, girlfriend Lauren London to be paid $5.6 million for the late rapper's son. So it's really for his son because remember, him and Lauren were not married. Okay, and she will split 50% of the Marathon clothing line between her son and his firstborn, his daughter. Okay, so Nipsey Hussle's brother Sam has wrapped up his work as administrator of the late rapper's estate and is ready to pay Lauren London's son his cut of what his dad left behind. Okay, according to the court documents obtained by Radar Online, Black Sam submitted his final accounting report that's told all the assets. Okay, so that's Nipsey Hussle, the late Nipsey Hussle, may he be rest in peace. And that's Lauren London. I believe this is from the funeral, and that's her son that she has with Nipsey Hussle. So Sam was appointed to take control of Nipsey's finances after his death in 2019. I can't believe it's been that long already, right? And the only two beneficiaries of the estate are Nipsey's son Cross, who he had with girlfriend Lauren London, and his daughter Imani, who he had with his ex Tanisha Foster. Recently, Sam family was awarded guardianship of Imani after a long fight with Tanisha. Now that I'm gonna tell you was a whole sad battle too, but that's a story for a whole nother day. In his filing, Sam explained all creditors' claims and tax issues have been resolved. Okay, that was those two together with a cute couple. In the report, he said the estate has around $11 million on hand at the moment. Nipsey Estates has several bank accounts with funds totaling almost $6 million. In addition, he had a 2012 Chevy Suburban worth $17K, 100% membership in All Money Inc., worth $2.4 million, 100% interest in Marathon Studios, 100% interest in Marathon Touring worth $606K, 100% in worth interest in the Marathon Clothing Inc. worth $271,000, and they're saying his trademark is worth around almost $1 million. In addition, he has various other businesses and companies worth over $1 million. The grand total of $11 million to be split between the two children. And he asked the court permission to pay the lawyers who worked on the case $130K that they're owed. Okay. So listen, guys, first of all, wills are important. And, you know, this is a lot. I'm glad it is settled. And, you know, these two children are going to be taken care of in his afterlife. And let me just say, this is a side note. You see why it's so important to trademark your stuff? You're getting into business, people. Do it the legal and proper way. Get your stuff trademarked. Why? Because now just his trademark alone is almost worth $1 million. Do the right paperwork, go through the right people, and get your stuff trademarked. Felicia, what are your thoughts on this situation?
I'm really sorry for the loss of Nipsey. My condolences to his children. I appreciate that he was so thorough in ensuring that his estate was in good order.
Yes.
Because he was such a young man, and for him to know that and to ensure that his children would be taken care of even when he wasn't going to be here. You know, that's part of the children being loved and protected. It wasn't going to be about, well, I think so-and-so might do it, or maybe my mother can step in and handle it, or whatever. No, he had his brother as his executor of his estate, and his brother sounds like he's an honorable man as well.
Yeah.
Took care of it and made sure his children were awarded what they needed and to know that their father loved them. And I think it was wonderful.
Yeah, that's a good point you made there. Yes, I like that. Thank you, Q, for your comments. E, your thoughts?
I'm happy that, you know, after all this time, there's some resolution so that, you know, people can finally, and I hate to put it this way, but put this chapter as far as the assets as that goes behind them, so that they can get to a future that they can at least find some sense of happiness. And even though that he won't be here, I did think it was interesting that the family took custody of that baby. And when you said that the brother was honorable, I still need the backstory. I guess you'll do that story another time, Diva, but I think that's interesting and I'd like to know more about it. So that's all.
Yeah, you know what, E, we will do a little deeper dive into it, because what the mother said, I'll just say really quickly, but like I said, we'll do a little deeper dive into it. She said at a time when she wasn't able, she did say, you know, allow them to take, you know, care of her daughter, but she's saying now she's good. And they're saying, no, you're not. We'll dive into that a little bit deeper at another time. Misbehaving, what are your thoughts?
I'm a California girl.
Okay.
So you know, when you have money, you can get the judicial system to work in your favor. But unfortunately, in this case, the young girl, she was living with Nipsey prior to him passing away. He had been taking care of her. And so, I mean, the brother has the right to make a decision. The money's being split, the estate is being split 50-50 between the children. And so I just hope that there's a trust fund set up for both of the kids. So at least there's something there. Like, is there someone advocating for each child separate from Nipsey's sibling as well as Lauren London? So you're right. there needs to be more talk about living wills, trusts, um, and so forth in our community. And most people are misinformed and think you need a lot of money and you need to be a multimillionaire to have a living trust or will, and that's not the case, you know. So that's all I have to say, and time flies.
Yeah, yeah, and you are correct. A lot of you are correct. Julius, your thoughts?
I wasn't familiar with Nipsey Hussle until he died. It's unfortunate that he passed away.
Right.
I'm just glad to hear that the babies will be taken care of.
Yes.
And everything is settled, and his internal spirit can truly rest in peace knowing that his babies are good.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. Yep. In my opinion, your thoughts?
So listen here. Children are to be loved and protected, as Felicia said. I think the mama, if she feels like she can take care of her kids, she needs to go back through the court system because that's how her kids was taken through the court system. So I think she need to go back through the court system and let them reevaluate, so we can make sure that this little girl is taken care of. I find it real strange that the mama that came out after the money is now being split up and saying, you know, fighting, talking about something she wants to be back in her child life because that's when it all started, when they was talking about dividing the money up. But let's
Can I?
continue blessings.
I apologize for interrupting. Can I just rebut that? In my opinion,
Because she tried after he died,
yeah,
right?
she tried to get the little girl back before he passed away, but they had an agreement. It's like, you're the better parent, you can provide the child with more opportunity, you're more stable. So that's how she ended up with Nipsey Hussle. But on the low low, Nipsey was still messing with the baby mama even while he was dating Lauren London. So he was still taking care of the baby mama. And then once he passed away, that's when she decided she wanted her daughter to come back with her. But unfortunately, because there was no paperwork, nothing in place prior to him passing away, of course, the court system is going to look at, well, Imani's been staying here
Right.
with Lauren London and Nipsey. So this is the best place for her. And it's easy to make it appear as if someone is only in it for the money. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. But
Well,
she
she
kept
hadn't had the
quiet.
daughter since the little girl was 2, so.
But
The
wait,
little girl was going.
hold on, both of y'all. I will
Okay.
say this: misbehaving, what you saying. Sometimes I can't deal with the heat. But what you saying, I heard some similar stuff to that. But I also really did hear that once he passed, which would make sense, right? My child is with their father, but now that he's gone, let the child come back with me. So I heard, but you're telling me a little additional information. I heard once he passed, and it wasn't just money based, that she was like, well, then she needs to come back with me. Like, her dad is gone, then let her come back with the mom. I heard that piece. The other stuff you giving me is like, whoa. But go ahead. You could go ahead. You could finish, and then I'll come to you in my opinion.
Oh, okay. But no, but in my opinion, the little Imani, she was always going back and forth between Nipsey, but she mainly stayed with Nipsey Hussle. And and if a father is able to provide a better lifestyle for the child, it should, and the mother is willingly allowing that child to go stay with the father, I don't think the mother should be labeled, you should hold that against her. Now, yes, she has made some questionable decisions,
Right.
and has multiple children, but however, Nipsey was dipping back with her. He was laying there and he was supporting her. Once he passed away, that support stopped. So, but I mean, Imani's happy where she's at, and there's no need to disrupt her lifestyle now.
Whew. All right, thank you. In my opinion, did you want to add anything?
No, because I just saying, here it is. The mama, she still ain't stable. She in the same predicament she was in. She's actually in a worse predicament. But I'm gonna let the court system decide. Children are to be loved and protected, just like Felicia said, and let the courts decide.
All right then. All right. Thank you. In my opinion, thank you, and misbehaving. Savannah, your thoughts?
I just hope that this young lady or both the children, and I know a little on Lauren London because I saw her interviews and read where she went through a very deep depression and all the suffering she went through after the passing of Nipsey and so I've been following Lauren in her recovery on the situation with the other mother and the other child. I know very little, but I'm going to pray that there is a community that protects both of them, especially the daughter, and just has her best interest in heart. And just it doesn't turn into a family saga or drama where it's about money and not what's best for this child. And that's what I'm gonna hope for, because I've seen several different stories. Even in the chat right now, there's several different stories of whatever is going on in this young lady's life or the mother's life. So I don't know what to believe. I'm just going to hope that someone really looks out for the best interest and protects this young lady.
Yeah, I agree. Dustin, your thoughts?
My thoughts are this: I want to say rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
Yes.
And I think that they ought to give her the kid back to the mother, because he is now passed away. So I think it would be best for the kid to go back to the mom.
Yeah, I mean, it's heavy, right? It's heavy. But there's Lauryn London, and praying that she has found her way, through this horrific situation. I mean, it's a lot, the love of your life, and then the love of your life is gone by the hands of someone else. So I'm wishing her the best. And I will say this, I think someone mentioned it on here. I do pray that the money is set up, and I'm sure it probably is, in some type of trust fund for the children, right? Because it's intended for these kids and their future, this money. So wishing them all the best. And I do hope that at the very least, although the child is not with the mother, his oldest child, I pray that they allow the mother to be in the child's life. Okay, so some way, somehow, right? Because her agreement was with Nipsey. Give me 1 second, Dustin. With Nick, her child was with the father, and now it's not. I just want you to hear this a little bit, and then I'll come to you.
And you have plan B now to go off that you didn't plan on. It is the ultimate test of surrender, because at the end of the day, as much control as we think we have, we do not. And it's actually very powerful to surrender. We think that it's a weakness, but it's so much power in letting go and flowing with the river, because life is going to do what it's going to do. And we are all going to get chin checked by life one way or another. So I might as well focus on my enlightenment and roll with the river, not fight with the rocks. It is the ultimate lesson in control, not having control, letting go. It's really, when you have this plan for your life, as you should, if or when that gets derailed and you have plan B now to go off that you didn't plan on, It is the ultimate test of surrender.
So, I mean, I think that's a good message for her. And I really pray that all goes well. Okay, Dustin, really quickly, because I'm trying to do Express Train and I got one thing I want to show and then we're out of here.
I do apologize, everybody. I was gonna say this for quickly. Where's the child at now?
He has 2 children. One of them is with the family, and the other one is with the other baby mother, the one I just showed, Lauren London. All right, so let me just show this really quickly, guys. I just need 2 minutes and 33 seconds from y'all. This is our feel-good story for today, and then we'll have a quick word, and then we're out. So hold on, let me play this. It's about appreciation, so let's listen to this.
Finally tonight, Harvard Law School is...
So I thought that was a great story because the guy said, you don't even know how unseen you are until you are seen. Really quick, we'll go around 60 seconds. Felicia, any thoughts on this story?
Congratulations. I had seen that before, and I understand he got a great offer, and he's at a top law firm here in the country, and he's doing very well, and he's still giving back, and he's still supporting others. Part of what folks didn't see in that story was that he worked to save his money to attend Harvard. And he said often, because he was in the service industry, people wouldn't respect him. They would not see him. And he said that, that was part of what he had to do to save money to go on to school. And his co-workers even had bundled some money for him for when he was leaving to go to Harvard. So always wishing my kids the best. Okay.
Thank you, Felicia. E, your thoughts?
I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. Can you? I hear you. Okay. Come back to me. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Misbehaving, your thoughts on that story?
Lovely story. Feel good. We need more of it. That's what I'm talking about. And never judge a book by its cover.
Come on now. Yeah. Thank you. Julius, your thoughts?
He shined a light on the very overlooked profession that gets very little praise. Now, you have people who take pride in that profession. And you have others who don't. But he's the one that took pride in that profession, because taking pride in that profession and doing that job well is what got him to where he is today. Congratulations, young sir.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Julius. In my opinion,
I think this was a very good story, Diva. He showed that he wasn't gonna give up and he wasn't gonna give in, and he kept on going till he got to where he was supposed to be going. Bravo.
Bravo, right? Yeah. Thank you, in my opinion. Savannah?
So that's just a testament to his parents and his upbringing, and congratulations to him and kudos to his parents. And it reminds me of a picture that I have in my office. It's an iconic picture of President Obama when he fist bumped the service worker, the older gentleman that was cleaning the halls of the White House. And I hold that picture very dear, because there's no other president that that actually took the time to acknowledge and really see what it takes for the hard work behind the scenes that it takes to run that place. President Obama and Michelle, First Lady Michelle Obama, they took great pride and really worked hard to make sure that everyone was appreciated. And that picture is iconic, and we hold it in our office here at work. So this young man is, as Miss Felicia said, has a great future ahead of him.
Thank you so much, Savannah. Dustin, your thoughts?
That's a great story, and I appreciate bringing it to the platform tonight. I needed that little lift up. There you go. And I'm happy for the kid, happy for the kid, and happy that he's going to the next level. So I can't wait to see what he's gonna do later in live. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Listen, thank all of y'all for joining me on this Sunday evening. I truly appreciate y'all. Okay, became very close with our express train ride. So much love to everybody. If you didn't hit that like button coming in, please hit it on your way out.
Or else we going on strike.
Are we going on strike?
for
Come on,
life.
Julius. Okay. Listen, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Good night. Goodbye, everybody.
Good
Good night. Good